Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the call tonight. Thanks for joining. It's great to see so many people out here. Tonight, we're going to talk about a little bit about stress and managing the holidays, and we're just going to kind of jump around a little bit. I don't really have anything formal. I just have a few general notes to myself, but if people have ideas, we can share those too, and we'll keep it to 45 minutes or so or less, and then get on with our evening. So first of all, I wanted to tell you that look tomorrow in the text with the replay link. Lindsay, oh my gosh, what's her last name?
Elmore?
Lindsay Elmore. Thank you, Barbara. Lindsay Elmore is having a detox webinar on December 3rd. That's free. So I will send you the link in the text tomorrow morning. So if you decide that you want to join it, you can go on register and she'll send you all the information about the webinar. So it looks like it's going to be good. Yeah,
Yay.
and it's about detoxing with things besides oils, I think. She talks about dry skin brushing in the write-up, dry skin brushing, cod liver oil packs. I don't know what else she's going to talk about, but it sounds interesting. So I signed up for it, so I thought I'd share that link with you guys. So
awesome, thank you.
And then I also sent in today's link a thing about water, and that's just a thing you read. It was real quick. A person's exploration into drinking more water and what she experienced, and it's very interesting. So if you are
I've read it already. It's really interesting.
Wasn't it? Yes. Very interesting.
And I've already shared it with people.
Good. So if you are not a water drinker, definitely read that message because it will open your eyes to a few things.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So first of all, we're going to talk a little bit about stress. I know none of us are stressed right now, right? Oh my goodness. Craziness in this world. So what are the oils you can deal with stress? I keep this one on my desk at all times, and it's in my purse. Stress Away. It smells really good. It has lime and vanilla in it. It's great to rub here, rub on your wrist, rub your wrists together. You can even pop off. It doesn't come with a roller ball. I just put a roller ball on it. Deborah can testify to this. Her and I were going to a seminar on aroma
sharing?
No, it was the shapes, aroma shapes.
Yes.
And we were driving through a strange, unfamiliar town at rush hour traffic. I was pretty stressed out, and she popped the lid off the Stress Away, and I opened my mouth and she poured some in. And let me tell you, I just felt, I mean, I wasn't floating away or anything, but I wasn't white knuckling the car anywhere. I felt a little more in control, and I calmed down quite a bit. I mean, I was absolutely amazed. I did not think it would help that much, especially in traffic, because it didn't stop. Traffic didn't stop.
Right. So, and they're quick too.
Yeah. So this is amazing stuff. If you do not have any of this in your home, get it. Get it now. Also, another one is peace and calming. I think of that one more for falling asleep, but it can be for just relaxing and chilling down too. And then Rutavala also is a good one for calming. A lot of people don't care for the smell of it, so That's when I roll on my feet and then shove my feet under the covers so I don't have to smell it. But it does help relax and go to sleep. The words, Ruta is rutagravelins, that's the oil. Val is valerian, and La is lavender. So, and valerian is the oil that, well, the plant that they extracted the chemical features of to make chemical Valium, the prescription drug Valium. So they extracted what they thought was the part that chills you down, and then they manufacture it artificially. So valerian is the natural way to get Valium, just so you know. So valerian is a good one. Vetiver is a good one. Any of the citrus oils, orange, lemon, put those in your diffuser and smell good. I have a couple recipes for you too, so that you can put those in your diffuser and chill down your house. There's Divine Release is in the PTSD kit. What is that called? The Freedom Kit. Freedom Kit. There's Reconnect, there's Release, there's TR Care. Those are all in that Reconnect kit. So
I was gonna say somebody's in the waiting list, I think.
yep, I got it. Thank you. Thank you for telling me. Also, Tranquil is another good one. That comes in a roll-on bottle, and that one's really nice. It has a pretty decent smell to it. So Joy is a nice one. It just kind of uplifts your spirit. Just rub it over your heart, maybe rub it on your feet. Gary wanted to call it love, but they told him you can't call an oil love, so they named it Joy. But it really does help also. I wear it a lot when I go to funerals, when I'm hugging people and stuff, so it's a good one. Harmony. If you're having a little discourse in your home, Harmony can be a smell that will bring people together. A gentleman that does a lot of classes, David Stewart, he's the one that wrote the Oils of the Bible class and Chemistry of Essential Oils Made Simple. He tells the story of pending meeting in the church. And there were two clearly divided sides in the church for this meeting. And I didn't let her. And so he got to the church an hour before the meeting and walked down the aisle, sprinkling Harmony on the carpet in the aisle on the way down. And he said the meeting went fabulous. People agreed or agreed to disagree, and the meeting went very well. So I've been a believer in Harmony for a long time. And then for nutritionals, for supplements, ImmuPro at bedtime, that'll help you sleep and support your immune system. Sleep Essence will also help you sleep. And the most important of all supplements for stress is Super B. B vitamins support your nervous system. Don't take them after lunch. At least that's been my experience. I cannot sleep if I take them any later in the day than lunchtime. So I usually take mine in the morning. So and then there's relaxation massage oil. So you can have somebody rub that on your back, or you can rub it on yourself. Use it like a lotion. It's a little bit greasy, but it doesn't take too long to soak in if you don't use a whole lot of it. So those are some oils that can help with just chilling down a little bit and getting you know, getting to manage the stress of everyday life. So okay, so if you have your pencils handy, I'll give you a couple recipes that smell really good, that have some of these things, some of these oils in them that you can get going in your house. Of course, if you have a lot of people coming over, I super recommend thieves in your diffusers so that they can take their little critters back home with them and they don't leave them deposited in your house, if you know what I mean. Okay, so these have names, but I don't know that it necessarily applies to what they are, but this one's called Autumn Harvest. If you don't get the name down, it's no big deal. You can just write down. So when I say like 3 orange, that means drops, obviously. If you have a bigger diffuser, like I have one that'll run like 12 hours almost, I usually double the recipe. So, 3 drops of orange, 3 patchouli, and 1 clove. Okay, everybody set with that one? 3 orange, 3 patchouli, 1 clove. Okay. The next one is called oatmeal cookie.
Sounds appropriate. Yum.
Okay, this one has 5 stress away, 3 cinnamon, 1 nutmeg. And certainly you can just do just stress away.
Yeah.
Okay, so again, that was 5 stress away, 3 cinnamon, 1 nutmeg. Okay, the next one is called mulled cider. And this is 3 orange, 1 nutmeg, 2 cinnamon. And somebody let me know if I'm going too fast for you. So again, 3 orange, 1 nutmeg, 2 cinnamon.
And what is the title of that one?
That one is mulled cider, M-U-L-L-E-D, cider.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you, Jennifer.
What was the one before the cinnamon cookie?
It was oatmeal cookie. And the one before it was autumn harvest.
Yeah, I couldn't get in fast enough.
That's okay.
A-T-M.
Okay. And now the last one is fall campfire.
It's what?
Fall campfire.
Oh, ooh.
So this one is 3 cinnamon, 2 clove, 2 Idaho balsam fir. IBF, if you want to do something short. IBF, Idaho balsam fir. So this one will smell a little more outdoorsy with the fir smell, and then the cinnamon and clove goes together. I like to diffuse this one like when the tree goes up, because ours is an artificial tree, so it gives you kind of the smell of the evergreen.
Would it be too much to ask for the first 2 again?
Autumn harvest is 3 orange, 3 patchouli, 1 clove. Oatmeal cookie is 5 stress away, 3 cinnamon, 1 nutmeg.
I think it's funny. I think Patchouli and I have tried to make nice with each other.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you're really trying to get in here, aren't you?
Yeah, just give it up. I've tried to make friends with tea tree and I just can't do it. There's just some oils, you just I joined Melaleuca and the company to as a business, and I couldn't do it. I said, "This is crazy, Cricket. You can get used to this smell." No. Couldn't get used to it. I had to quit. It was in everything. It was in their soap, their dish soap, their laundry soap, their everything, and
Yeah.
I just
Like,
couldn't stand the smell of it. Just couldn't stand the
well,
smell of it. So there's other things you can use besides patchouli. So
well, I just think it's funny. I'm going to try it one time because now I'm teaching from my classroom by myself and my son. And I'm like, well, I don't have to wear a mask. I can diffuse whatever I want and I can
there you go.
see if I like it. So
Yeah,
patchouli might find its way into my
there you go.
life. But
So
I
who's,
see, I have this thing that says that if I don't like the smell of an oil, it's because there's something in my body that needs it. Like for some reason today, I don't eat a lot of red meat. My body doesn't like it. And, but today I was really craving a steak or a nice juicy hamburger. And I'm like, why? Like a real one, not like a McDonald's one, but like a real hamburger. And I'm like, okay, something in my body I'm lacking something. And so I find that it's the same thing with oils. If I really can't stand an oil, it has something to do with I need something in that oil. And that's how I was with frankincense. Could not stand frankincense. And I couldn't stand tea tree either.
Yeah.
And so it had to do with, and the funny part is both of them had to go on my face. And I'm like, oh Lord, I'm gonna have to make nice with these. And it worked. And so I can handle both of them now.
Good.
And
Good.
so what's the next one you got, Cricket?
So those are all the recipes. And so then I thought we'd talk a little bit about food. So I make a cranberry relish that is fresh cranberries and fresh oranges.
ooh,
Then I'll
sounds
put a
delicious.
couple drops of orange essential oil in there, and it really just gives it a little snap. So think about what can I put in my recipes. Are you making cookies? Like, are you making cookies? You can put in some peppermint, or are you making a chocolate dessert? You can put in some peppermint. Are you making stuffing? You can put in sage and rosemary and thyme. Just put, just a little bit. You don't want too much or it'll make it bitter. So put that in there. Are you making smoothies? You can put in lemon. You can put in the new vanilla. You can put in the nutmeg or the cinnamon. All of those can just really add to your recipe. Apple pie, you can put in your cinnamon, your clove, like you put in apple pie spice. So you can add a few things in like that. Has anyone found any recipes they've used in the past that they've put essential oils in?
Pretty much every day.
Yeah.
I do something with them.
Yeah. Okay. So that is really what I had for you. I wanted to make it short, easy to remember. Who has questions for me? Something that it doesn't even necessarily have to be something we talked about today. So.
Hey, Cricket, I do have a question for you.
Sure.
So for the diffusers, you were saying so many drops, but is that for how many like ounces of water or how long it's going to be diffusing?
It'll be for it doesn't matter, whatever your diffuser holds.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, I have one that's the big one that came out at convention this year, and it runs a little longer. It takes a little more water. So if you're using more than, I don't know, what do most of them take? 8 ounces or
Yeah.
less? maybe 4 to 8 ounces. If you have a diffuser that's bigger and more than that, you might want to put, you know, double the amount in. Or if you like it really strong, you can put, you know, I mean, most of the diffuser recipes say 3 to 5 drops. I've always done 10 drops myself. So, you know, whatever you like, whatever's not overwhelming for you. Yeah, play
right,
around
thank
with
you.
it. Yeah.
That was a great question, Sandy.
Yeah. Hiawatha, did you have a question?
No,
Oh, okay.
thank you.
Yep.
Who's 517-668?
I don't know.
Okay. Just
What's
curious.
the number?
517-668-6497.
Oh, I don't
That's
know.
my number, Cricket.
Oh, hi,
This is
Um,
Nettie.
Nettie. Awesome. Thank you for joining today.
I saw you and I'm like, who?
Yeah, that's awesome.
you sent the message, and
Yeah.
I didn't have a meeting that I normally have at that time.
Oh,
So
okay.
And I know it's going to be recorded, so I'll listen to it
Yeah.
again.
Okay. Awesome. So, anybody got anything to add? Teresa? Anything you do to manage stress during the holidays?
Well, no, but this was just funny. When I traveled, I had my, it's the black case that has all the holes in it, the sponge holes.
Yeah.
And it,
Yeah.
you know, how many ever, I had filled that up to travel. And I don't like to get it, run through the scanner. So all the guy said was, and this is a note to self, he said, take all the bottles out of the little holes and put them in one of the little bowl things, and they'll just take it and, you know, check for gunpowder or whatever. So note to self is, don't have them, you know, when you're getting ready to go through TSA, don't have them all bundled up cute, because they're going to have you take them all out and put them in
Oh
the thing.
my gosh.
Time that happened. And then the other joke is, I had somebody check my house because I'd left in March kind of in a hurry. And I said, I don't know if I left any oils. They forgot to check the bottom of the refrigerator crisper. So I have got oils up the woo-woo, because I've got all the oils I brought plus all the ones I had down here.
Oh my gosh.
Anyway, funny stuff. Thank you.
You know, it's interesting. Maybe I shouldn't say this, jinx myself, but I have never had any problem with TSA. I had one person check oils one time, but I carry this purse. I'll show it to you. When I travel, I carry this purse.
Mm-hmm.
I put it, well, I don't mind them being x-rayed. So I just put my purse on the thing, on the little thing that goes through, and they've never said a word to me. Not
Okay.
about how much liquid it is, not about what is that, nothing. I think they're getting used to seeing those kinds of things. And
You know, it's interesting because you can take it on a plane and go through TSA, but you cannot take them into the courthouse.
okay,
And it's like,
interesting.
why can't you do it? Because they're little glass bottles. You could break one and kill somebody. I'm like, oh, heck, you know, I'll kill somebody over taking my oil, but I will not break my oil to kill somebody. I'm like, touch my oil, you're going to lose your fingers.
You will die.
Yes.
Oh my goodness.
And then I'll just say in front of the judge, Judge,
Lord.
I didn't have my stress away with me.
It's
I'm sorry.
justifiable homicide. Oh my gosh.
You know, and it was funny because like I had taken, my son was out of school for 3 days, and I called him in, and they said, well, you can't call your child in. And I said, why can you not call your child in? Well, you have to have a doctor's note. I said, why would I take my child to the doctor for a normal childhood illness? I'm gonna thieves him up. I'm gonna roll his body over and cover him in oil. I'm not taking him to the doctor. It's a waste of money and a waste of time. And she's like, well, when we go to court, I said, I'm gonna stand in front of the judge and say the same thing. I'm not gonna waste my time going to the doctor. I'm gonna put oil on my child. And if my child needs to stay home for a week, then he stays home for a week. But other than that, you're not gonna force me to go to a doctor. I'm gonna use oils on my child. And the lady was like, okay. I said, now at that time he did go to the doctor because it was something we did oils. We did not realize what was going wrong with him. And then we figured it out. And now he's back to normal. And he's still my child that says, Mom, where's the oil? Mom, where's the Digize? Mom, where's this? Mom, where's that? So I know he's my little oily boy.
Okay, Marlene or Addie wants to know where you store your oil. Well, did you see A Day in the Life of a Young Living member? I store my oils everywhere. They're on my bedside table. They're on my
Kitchen.
shelf above my kitchen sink. They're in on a shelf on my wall in the dining room. They're in my bathroom. If you could see my desk right now, there's oils on both sides of my desk. They're just everywhere in the house. So they shouldn't be in direct sunlight, Addie, is one thing. And they shouldn't get super hot. So you shouldn't leave them in your car. When we were traveling out west and it was really hot, I would put them in a Ziploc baggie and put them in the cooler just because it was hot in the car, which cost me a lot because I left them in the refrigerator in the hotel room and we had gone an hour, and so we had to go back an hour to get them and then keep going on the trip. But so if you ever put them in the refrigerator in a hotel, make sure you put a note on the door. Don't forget your oils.
Yeah.
So, any other questions? When we first came on, I told everyone that we are not having class next week. And tomorrow when I send the replay link, I'm going to send a link for Lindsay Elmore's webinar on detoxing. So you can click on the link and then enroll in her webinar, and then she'll send you the link for where it is and how to get into it and all that stuff. So anybody else?
Do you know what day the
It's
detox is?
yes, December 3rd. Thank you, Sherry, for asking. Yeah, December 3rd.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. All right, everyone. We'll have an awesome evening. This
Good
was
night.
great. Thank you all for joining. We'll see
Okay,
you
good
in a
night.
couple weeks.
All
All right.
Thank
You have a great time.
Happy,
Bye-bye.
happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, everyone.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Happy holidays.